Hello there. Thank you so much for joining us. In this video, we are reacting to BTS performing Boy with Love on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Have you ever heard of the Ed Sullivan Show?
I heard of it.
Okay, do you know anything about it?
No, I mean, you've told me about it sometimes, but beyond that, no.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine that too many people would watch the Ed Sullivan Show because it was back in the 60s, maybe even the 50s.
I mean, I've heard of Ed Sullivan. You have brought it up before, but I don't know anything about it.
Okay, this performance was inspired by the Ed Sullivan Show. Many, many years ago when the Beatles was on his show. And the Beatles, that's when they first got started, and they were wearing suits, and they had the clean cut hair. I mean, back then they thought that hair was long. Could you imagine? But it was inspired by the Beatles on the Ed Sullivan Show. So with this BTS version of it, they did it in black and white, and they're all wearing dark suits. So it's really cool.
Oh, okay. So it's like a nod to the Ed Sullivan Show.
Yes, exactly.
Well, then I'm so excited. That's really cute. I can't wait to watch it.
I think you'll like it. I think you'll love it.
All right. We are reacting to BTS performing.
Ladies and gentlemen, and now for the performance you've been waiting for by these fabulous young lads from Seoul. Really impressed all of us here. Performing their song, Boy with Love, from their EP, Map of the Soul Persona. Ladies and gentlemen, BTS.
Okay. I can see how they're referencing the Beatles because they have the drum set, and instead of it saying the Beatles in that font, it says BTS.
Oh my gosh. I was wondering if you were going to pick that up because she notices everything.
Well, not everything, just a lot of things.
A lot.
But I think the Beatles, a lot of their performances, it's kind of recognizable to have their iconic drum set that said the Beatles in the middle of one of the drums.
You got it, girl.
So I saw they did that with the BTS, and I do recognize that they're doing the suits. Okay, so in the very beginning, when all their backs were turned and they were just doing the shoulder moves, one of them in particular was going really strong with the dance moves, and I couldn't tell which one was which at that point, but I was thinking, I wonder if that one's J-Hope. And then he turned around and it was J-Hope. He just, even from the back, he's just killing it with those little shoulder moves. I'm like, that has to be J-Hope. He's coming too strong to not be J-Hope. And then it was when he turned around.
Of course.
He's so cute. And then V.
When he first starts.
When then V starts singing, and he's just, he's got those sexy eyes just staring into the camera. So was Stephen Colbert mimicking Ed Sullivan?
Yes.
Because I don't know anything about Ed Sullivan.
Yes, and his
because he was very and the way he was talking, you know.
Yes, because Ed Sullivan, he really didn't have a personality, and he was always like this, and you know,
That's so interesting.
He never smiles, and he's just always kind of serious. But he was very famous. The show was very famous. Everybody watched it.
Maybe they liked the seriousness in the 60s.
Maybe, but look how clean cut everybody is. That's you know how it was back then.
너 알게 되네 내 삶은 언덕 사소하게 사소하지 않게 만들어버린 너라는 하나부터 열까지 모든 게 특별하지 너의 관심사 걸음걸이 말투와 사소한 작은 습관들까지 다 많았지 너무 작던 내가 영웅이 된 거란 girl 난 많았지 운명 따위 전부터 내게 아니었다 girl 세계의 power 거대한 질서 그저 널 지킬 거야 날 Boy will love 우리 나는 저늘을 높이 날고 있어 그저 네가 내게 줬던 두 날개로 이제 여기 너무 높아 내 눈에 날 맞추고 싶어 Yeah, you're making me a boy with love You got me high so fast 내 전부 함께 하고 싶어
Well,
Okay.
of course, Jimin. He always looks so hot.
Jimin and Jungkook were bringing it right there.
Yes.
That eye contact with the camera.
Yep. And I mean, I could speak of Jin, he always looks so
Jin is always adorable.
so handsome. And then the rappers. I love that they, you know, it all works together, even though it's based on the Ed Sullivan Show. It's just so much fun.
죽여놓고 말할게 나도 모르게 힘이 들어가 기도했어 높아버린 스카 커져버린 허대로 도망치게 해달라며 기도했어 너의 상처는 나의 상처 기다렸을 때 나 다짐했던 걸 네가 추우니까 무수의 날개로 태양이 아닌 너에게로 Let's go! Let's go!
You can catch them on your Love Yourself, Speak Yourself stadium tour. BTS, everybody. We'll be right back with the plate spinning magic of Vice President Hubert Humphrey.
I'm laughing because you're laughing. I don't get what he just said.
Well, okay, this was back in the 60s, and he's referencing Hubert Humphrey was the vice president.
Okay.
Seems like a million years ago. I haven't even heard of that name probably in high school.
Since the 60s.
Probably in high school or in the 60s. I think in the 60s I was too young, but probably in high school when we had history classes. But it's been a long time since I heard that name.
Huh.
But they did a really good job. They did a really great job. Stephen did a great job mimicking Ed Sullivan with his serious look. It was great, and they just look fantastic.
Yeah.
RM.
Okay, I was waiting for you to take a pause so I can talk about my man RM here.
Okay, you go ahead since he's one of your favorites.
They all look amazing in suits. And I know that RM is tall, but man, when you put him in a nice tailor fit suit, you can really tell how tall he is.
Yeah, he looked good and tall.
Just like thin and lean and tall and his dimple and just so handsome. They all looked incredibly handsome.
They remind me of the Rat Pack.
Okay.
A lot of black and white, Frank Sinatra, just to name a few, and they all were
Just to name one, you mean?
just. Thank you.
You only named one member.
Dean
of-
Martin. Okay,
just to name
Sammy
a few.
Davis Jr.
All right, there's a few.
Okay. But they all look so debonair with their tailored suits, and yeah.
I'm sure the stage was relatively small compared to what they're used to, but they still managed to fill up the entire stage and dance and be very in a form, and they really know how to use up the space with their choreography.
Oh, and you noticed the fans.
Yes, the fans look like the Beatles fans. And when it said, what did it say? BTS Mania? Wasn't that kind of a famous sign, but it was Beatles Mania?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Well done. Well done.
That was a really cute recreation, basically, of the Ed Sullivan
was
Show,
clever.
in which I have never watched in my life. But with you explaining it and then me knowing a little bit about the Beatles performances in the 60s, I got the little references.
It was known that if you were on the Ed Sullivan Show, you made it.
Okay.
So that was a real. I love that performance.
That was a really good one. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
Bye.